Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our next codon ring, the codon ring of union. And this codon ring includes gene keys 4, 7, 29, and 59. And the Hebrew number or letter that governs and gives birth to these gene keys / hexagrams is Hebrew number 8. Pronounced or known as, also known as chet. And it's a real throaty chet. But I will probably just say number 8 for the duration of this video because chet is hard to say. So Hebrew number 8 or chet means life. It means new beginnings. It symbolizes the motion of universal life or eternal life, and it represents our life force. It also means sin, but I could not find how sin fits into all of this that I'm going to talk about today. So I'm just saying that it also means sin, but I don't know how it works in this whole eternal life force situation. Just letting you know. The number 8, as we know, turned sideways, represents the infinity symbol. So this number 8, Hebrew 8, represents the eternal creation process, the process of cells dividing and then coming together and rejoining. 8 also represents Shekinah, which is the Jewish name for Kundalini Shakti, or our inner spark, our inner God spark, or our essence, our true essence. 8 also represents grace and wisdom. And I think this month we're going to need a lot of it. And I forgot to mention that this entire ring of union, all 4 of the gene keys, the hexagrams, will be active this month. In fact, almost the entire month is made up of only this ring. So I feel like all the gene keys will be active. It will be a really intense month for this ring of union. So let's get to know the number 8, chet, really well this month. 8 is also often called the living soul, that which has received all of its life, the vehicle, the human that has received all of its life and is living out its archetypes or living its true radiance in gene key speak, its true essence, expressing its true essence. So this represents, number 8 represents one who has awakened the consciousness within, or more aptly put, the consciousness within the vehicle has awakened to itself by itself. So it is an awakened person. And this awakened person is known as, and one who is living out his archetype, its true radiance, is then called the Adam Cadam, the perfected vehicle of light. 8 is the accumulation of all the preceding numbers. And yes, I will show you an image of it. I almost forgot. The preceding numbers all representing the progression of light in nature and in man. So the first 3 numbers, just for your information, numbers 1, 2, and 3 represent the world of archetypes, pure raw potential. So the first 3 rays of creation is only potential and the realm of archetypes. The number 4 represents the world of creation. Number 5 represents the world of formation. And number 6, 7, and 8 represent the world of action, with 8 being the most active and the most physical. With that said, number 8 is a highly spiritual, very high vibrational number, but it is also, it's known as a physical number as well as 6 and 7, because it's functioning in the physical world, in the world of action. But 8 is the most powerful grounding force or number. And it represents, of course, the soul expressing itself out into the world. Now I will show you what, oh, let's see. You know what? I have a new computer and I'm not seeing any of the images. Isn't this interesting on my desktop? Let's see. Does this show anything? Let's see, preview. I think that might work. Yes, let's do this. I'm having, sorry guys, I have a new computer and I haven't done all the stuff I needed to do. So I'm hoping this works. Okay, let's see. Let's try again. Let's see, I think I have to do this again. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I assume you're seeing the number chet, and I have so many pop-ups going on. So let me bring this to the middle so I can see it. So this letter is formed by the two previous letters or numbers in the Hebrew alphabet. It is formed by the letters 6 and 7. And we have the number 6 on the, see if I can get this right, on the right-hand side, representing the male energy, and then which is called Vav. And then we have the number 7 or Zion represented on the left, representing the feminine or female energy. And this number 8 is brought together by these two, 6 and 7, through our breath. So as we breathe in through the top of our head. It's called the solar energy that descends down from the heavens through our spinal cord or Brahmatic cord, Brahman cord, which is also known as number 6, our spinal cord. Our male energy or the Shiva energy or the solar energy, we breathe it in through the top of our head. It connects through the Brahmatic cord and connects and unites, ring of union, with the number 7, which is our lunar currents, or also known as our Christed atoms, which is also our Kundalini Shakti, our Shekinah, the sexual energy. It unites with that, or the feminine energy, and then it returns and it begins its ascent up through the spine itself, or number 7, and again out through the top of the head. So that is the union of the 6 and the 7, creating the 8, which is the expression of the balance of the female, the masculine and the feminine archetypes out into the world. So the form that represents the number 8, not just the symbol of the letter, is the caduceus of Mercury, and it represents 6 and 7 represents what is called the 2 witnesses or the 2 channels of Kundalini, which is Ida and Pingala, the 2 energy channels of Kundalini. Let's see, I will stop share for now. I hope you can see me again. Sorry about all the delays. Let's see what else. So, oh yes, and just for your information, the zodiac associated with number 8 is Cancer. And the major arcana that I have connected with number 8 is the Chariot. Now I know traditionally the Chariot is with number 7, but it all depends on how you use and whether you use 0 or the Fool in your numbering of the cards. Here, we have not used 0, so it's number 8. And you'll see on the Chariot that there's a man, and then at the bottom there are the 2 horses or sphinx, black and white, representing, you know, the male and the feminine uniting, and the man is above his head has the celestial realm, the stars, and it represents the man who is expressing, number 1, united by celestial, but expressing his male and masculine and feminine energies in an archetypal way out into the world, but always being guided by the light of the stars above. So that's that connection. So of course, as we said, this codon ring is all about the union of male and female, masculine and feminine. So of course, what is this ring really all about? Well, it's all about relationships and how we relate not only to another person, but to the world in general, everything else outside of ourselves. But of course, we cannot forget the relationship that we have with ourself and our true self. So every one of the gene keys in this codon ring, it talks specifically all about relationships. So these are kind of what I call the 4 pillars of successful relationship. So what are the 4 gene keys? Once again, they're 4, 7, 29, and 59. And we kind of relate these 4 gene keys through our energy centers or subtle bodies. And this is how I've kind of connected them. And so in having successful relationships, we have 3 centers that we need to look at. So 4 represents our mental body and our knowledge, and it represents understanding that when we have a mental understanding of what is going on in the relationship, what is going on within another person and why they're behaving, feeling the way they are, then we can bring our mental body and our thoughts and elevate that into forgiveness within our relationships. So we have cleaned our mental body. We have a clean mind. We seek knowledge rather than intolerance of other people, right? So that's the shadow. I'm also going to mention, because this ring is basically the entire month of August, and when I do a monthly energy report, a bird just hit the window, so he's okay, it hit lightly. I feel like this month, when I tuned in for the energy of this month, I got a very watery feeling. And I feel like it's going to be an emotional month. So if it hasn't happened already, I have a feeling that each one of you is going to experience something to do with relationships that's going to be emotionally challenging. And when I looked at all the hexagrams, here's how they're all dealing with water. So hold on, folks. So number 4 is, once again, the mental body, understanding and forgiveness we bring into the relationship. The mind brings in understanding and forgiveness. And it's mountain over water. Then the next gene key would be 29. Don't worry, I haven't forgot number 7. And it's all about the emotional body. And it's about commitment and devotion. This is our feeling body, how we purified our heart enough to be able to have a commitment and devotion to the other. I mean, to ourselves as well, to our spiritual journey, as well as, to our true self, and forgiveness for ourselves and understanding for ourselves. These are not just relating with others, but with ourselves. And this one is water over water, so lots of feeling and emotion there. And then the final one, so that would be the heart center or the emotional body. And then the third one is gene key 59, which would be our instinctual body, more related perhaps to our physical body. And we have to bring in, to have successful relationships, we absolutely have to have intimacy. Or more specifically, we have to be totally honest why we want to be in a relationship. What are we getting out of it? What are we giving to the other? No hidden agendas, intimacy and transparency. So honesty and then transparency from both parties. Sharing our innermost fears. And that hexagram is wind over water, so that can be highly charged, right? And the result of those 3 would result in number 7, which would be the Adam Cadam, right? The perfected virtuous man, or the perfected and virtuous relationship that can be a guide to others. And I would relate this to our etheric body or soul, or the causal body that is fully being projected and expressed out into the world. And this hexagram is earth over water. So the consciousness, the higher, the Shakti energy, your true radiance is being expressed on the earth in the physical plane. So, and just a little side note, I got this little nudge, this impulse to add all of those gene keys together. And what did I get? I got number 99, which in Kabbalah and Hebrew is a highly transformative number. Of course, number 9 itself is new beginnings, but you add 99 and it's even more transformative. And 99 is actually the numerical value of the previous number we were just in. We were in number 18. And number 18 and 99 represent the righteous man, the pure one, the one who walks his talk. So all 4 of these gene keys pulled together, becoming the virtuous man, also is number 99, or Hebrew 18, the righteous one, the pure one, the one who is walking his talk. I thought that was very interesting. Let's see, let's talk about the Hebrew 8 as an archetype, and when all 4 of these gene keys are functioning at their gift or siddhic level, gift level, because it's expressing here in the physical world. How does the 8 feel? Well, here it is. The 8, when it's in its gifted mode, feels powerful, grounded, strong, physically and emotionally. It has an almost Superman or Superwoman quality to it. This 8 wants to make an impact on others and in the world in a good way for the betterment of others. It has a very can-do attitude, and it has the feeling sense of it. Think of Superman: a friend in need is a friend indeed. You know, this is the 8 has the magnanimous heart, easy for me to say, and these are the most real people you'll ever meet. But there are heroes in disguise. They're Supermans underneath the most ordinary real person. They are people that take action. You need help, they take action to do it. So this is a very action-oriented number. They are the most courageous, selfless, inspiring, humble servants, forgiving, compassionate, action-oriented, earthy, and yet majestic in their ordinariness, and absolutely merciful to their fellow man and animal. They absolutely love animals as well. However, the 8 in its shadowy state, this is how the 8 feels when it's not functioning at its best. The 8 feels threatened or weakened by relating to others. Remember, this ring is all about relating to others on an emotional level. You know, nothing soft or sappy for this number 8. He feels very threatened. He feels like he's going to lose his strength. He's going to lose his realness and impact on life. He just does not want to deal with any drama in life because he feels like it zaps all of his power, right? And then he becomes anti-life, antisocial, non-committal, can become forceful, you know, forcing life to function in a particular way, tries to make things happen, can be verbally abusive, loud, stuck in relationships that are no longer beneficial because, you know, you just don't want to open that door. You don't want to cause a scene. You don't want any drama. So you just hang in there and you just begin dying within yourself. What else? They can have type A behavior. They can also be threatening to others. And they tend to want to externally try to fix everyone else except for themselves, like, but everyone can see it, but they can't. They can also be very territorial and possessive, right? So why am I sharing all these qualities? Because of the month that we're in and the fact that all of these codon rings are going to be active for almost the entire month, I think until the end of about the 28th of August. And it's already been active. So if you kind of see, I'm just putting these qualities out there because maybe they'll arise within yourself, and maybe you have to ask yourself, am I feeling weakened by sharing my emotions, or am I stuck in a relationship that I don't really want to be in? Just some signs to look out for. And then you can maybe go back to the basic 3, 4, 29, and 59, and look at these 3 or 4 pillars of a relationship and see if you can bring understanding and forgiveness into the relationship, whatever's coming up, and then reevaluate. Do you have the heart to be committed and devoted to the relationship? And also, do you have the commitment and devotion to yourself to be utterly honest? Like, why am I in this relationship? Am I just getting something out of it? Am I lonely? I just want someone to talk to. These are all the things to think about when and if relationship issues come up this month. So I think the biggest thing to remember about this month and the number 8, the number 8 could also be seen as a reflection, kind of, if you fold it in upon itself, right? You have you and the other, subject and object. And the biggest thing that we have to remember about relationships is that nothing happens to you for no reason. You're not a victim, and everything that happens to you is an utter reflection of what is going on inside of you. So let's pay attention this month and definitely get to know Het, at least the symbol of it. We don't have to voice it, and call upon Hebrew number 8 to ground you and really bring you into these beautiful, beautiful 4 gene keys and their gifts. Okay, all for now. Until next time. Bye-bye. See. I don't know where to stop recording this. This is hilarious. This will make you laugh at the end of the video. I thought it was so great. I'm not going to edit this out. It's a new computer. I don't know where all the buttons are. Let's see. Stop recording. Okay. Until next time. Bye.